Hello and welcome to Cubase Elementary. This is a series of videos primarily meant for Cubase Elements users. This one in particular because in Cubase Elements you can only have 8 effects channels, but as you can see I've actually got 20 effects channels. So how does this work? What do you have to do to get the extra effects channels? Well, if you open up a project that's been made in a different version of Cubase, you still get all of the channels that were created in the original project. But the only drawback is you can't amend the extra ones. So this is a project that I created in Cubase 5, the full version of Cubase 5, where you can have many effects channels. And I've opened it up in Cubase Elements. So if we go to the mixer view, as you can see, I've got one track of audio here, and I've got 20 effects channels, all of which have the Ultraverb plugin on just for demonstration purposes. So the first 8 I can open up and I can amend all of the settings. However, if we go up to all the effects past the first 8, which is what you're allowed, they still work, but you can't amend anything. So what's the point of this then? Well, if you wanted to use more effects channels than 8 in your project, what you could do is create a template in a different version of Cubase. I don't know if you have a friend or something that's using a full version of Cubase, or an artist where you can have more than 8 effects channels. Save that out and then use it as your template. And then obviously you'll have to make sure that, say for example you were using a reverb, you've got the right settings that you use, or the right preset that you use, and then of course using the sends you can just send however much of the audio track to that particular reverb. So you can't amend it, but a lot of people have a template with all of their favourite delays and reverbs and whatnot. So it's a really handy thing to be able to do, especially if you like to use more than 8 effects. So just to demonstrate what I mean, I've got a piece of audio here, and I have created a send to effects channel 3 and also to effects channel 17. These are the same reverb, but they've got different settings on. And I'll be honest, number 17 sounds pretty awful, but it's just so you can hear the difference basically. So let's hit play and I'll show you what I mean. So as you can see, I can't actually open up this particular effect, so you can still amend the first 8, but anything after 8 you can still use, you just can't amend it. So I think that's quite a useful tip. I'm always looking at ways that you can get around the limitations of Cubase Elements. So I hope that you found that useful. Leave a comment down below if you have. Equally, if you know any little tips, please let me know, because I'm always up for learning new stuff. And I've got loads more stuff to share with you, which I'll be doing over the coming weeks. Thanks.